Welcome to the Get Trauma Informed podcast, dedicated to unraveling the complexities of trauma, its pervasive impact, and the journey towards holistic recovery and realignment. If your radiance has ever felt muted, like I and thousands of others, you're in the right place to reignite your inner light. I'm your host, Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and this is the Get Trauma Informed podcast. Every hero's journey has a moment when the survivor returns home carrying something they did not have at the beginning. Not money, not status, not applause. They return with wisdom. They return with clarity. They return with authority. They return with a gift, the gift of transformation. Your recovery is not just healing, it is wealth, and it is meant to be shared. Welcome back to the Get Trauma Informed podcast. I'm your host, peer-to-peer wellness coach Liz Blanding. Today we close this 12-episode journey with the most important message of all. You are not leaving this series empty-handed. You are leaving with power. You are leaving with identity. You are leaving with the ability to change your life and influence the lives of others. This episode is where you recover. Your recovery, it becomes your wealth. When I look back over my life, the wound trauma, the childhood violence, the emotional neglect, the family dysfunction, the domestic violence, the trauma bonding, the narcissistic abuse, the business betrayal, I see now that every moment was shaping something in me. Not just resilience, not just strength, not just survival. It shaped purpose. It shaped compassion. It shaped awareness. It shaped discernment. It shaped my voice, my calling, my assignment. I did not know it then, but every single place where trauma tried to destroy me was the same place God later used to give me authority to help others. I learned how to speak life because I knew what it felt like to be silenced. I learned how to teach recovery because I knew what it felt like to be broken. I learned how to stand strong because I knew what it felt like to fall apart. I learned how to build safe community because I knew what it felt like to have none. What I carried into my recovery, I now carry into my calling. And that is the gift you will carry too. You have walked through all 3 stages of recovery in this series. Stage 1, awakening. That's level 1. You learned who you are. You learned where your wounds came from. You learned why your patterns formed. You learned to give language to the pain your body always remembered. Stage 2, application. Level 2. You practice emotional regulation. You build boundaries. You rewired old patterns. You learn to live from your healed identity instead of your trauma identity. Stage 3, activation, PPMA. This is the final stage. This is where your life becomes the testimony someone else needs. This is where your recovery becomes ministry. This is where your story becomes a roadmap. This is where you return with the gift. Activation does not mean perfection. It means responsibility. It means willingness. It means answering the call that has been tugging at your heart. You may feel fear. You may feel unqualified. You may feel unsure. But God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. See, the trauma-informed girl in me learned that recovery is not at the end of the story. It is the beginning of responsibility. One, you know the truth. See, once you know that, you become accountable for living in that truth, for sharing it, for multiplying it, for stewarding it. The same way that trauma was passed down silently, recovery can be passed down intentionally. Your breakthrough becomes someone else's blueprint. Your story becomes someone else's strength. Your transformation becomes someone else's testimony. And that is the real wealth. Here's a few purpose activation questions. God, what are you requiring of me now? Ask yourself, number one, who is waiting for my story? Someone needs what you survived. Number two, where has God been tugging at my heart? Your assignment is often where your compassion is strongest. Number three, what cycles end with me? This is leadership. Number four, what wisdom do I now carry that others need? That is stewardship. Number five, how can I offer what I never received? That is ministry. Your purpose is already in you. Activation is simply the moment you say yes. See, scripture says, to whom much is given, much is required. You survived much, you healed much, you learned much, and now much is required of you, not in pressure, but in purpose. God trusted you with a story that would break many, but instead of breaking you, He made you a builder of peace, a builder of truth, a builder of recovery, a builder of healing for generations yet to come. You are the gift. You carry the gift. See, PPMA is your next level of calling. If your heart is stirring right now, if you feel the pull towards leadership, if you feel that this 12-episode journey awakens something in you, that is your invitation. PPMA is the next step for those who want to help others recover. PPMA will equip you to guide survivors safely, support without rescuing, lead with compassion and boundaries, walk in emotional and spiritual authority, transform your testimony into purpose, create impact that multiplies over generations. PPMA is not just a certification. It is the kingdom calling on your life unfolding. If you are new to this work and still early in your journey, level 1 pathway to get trauma informed is step 1. Level 2, trauma recovery, one breath at a time, is step 2. These 2 levels prepare your heart, your voice, and your spirit within PPMA. Whatever you begin, whenever you begin, or wherever you begin. Your gift is needed, your voice is needed, your story is needed, and someone else's freedom is waiting on your obedience. We are recovering one breath at a time. Give yourself grace and stay fearless. Bye for now.
It's time to buckle up. No more suffering in silence. Our Power Pack journey to recovery and realignment starts now. Remember, you were collateral damage on someone else's warpath. Trauma is not your fault. Recovery, however, is your responsibility. I'm your host, Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and this is the Get Trauma Informed podcast.